Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Nalia Market for the launch of the home delivery service that SafeBoda has been working on in partnership with UNCDF. So we're really excited to present you this morning the solution, and we are working with our first market entrepreneur, Ruth. She will say a few words afterwards. And so we've been working with her for a few days and have quite a few success stories already. First of all, I would like to thank UNCDF for this partnership and for making this possible. As we all know, in the past month, Uganda and the rest of the world have been hit by the COVID-19 crisis. And everything had to be rethought, like how SafeBoda operates, how people can, still live in normal conditions or almost normal condition given the crisis. And that's when we came together and discussed, can we use the SafeBoda platform and customize it and use our network to help the market vendors to still maintain their sales, as well as making sure that people can stay home and still access, essential products. And so from there we started thinking and working together. And so today we're really excited to present that solution. We'll do a small demonstration of how the app works. So SafeBoda's mission is to empower entrepreneurs in our communities to thrive. And we've been doing that for a few years with our SafeBoda drivers. We've been working with over 18 SafeBoda drivers in the past 4 years. And building the platform to connect drivers with customers. And so today we are kind of following that mission and replicating the approach we've been taking for the past few years with the market vendors. And so we are onboarding them on how to use the app. If necessary, we'll provide them with loans to get a smartphone. And very importantly, we are making sure that they have access to cashless payments. So the SafeBoda app has a wallet integrated, which allows the vendors to better track their sales. And over time, one of the key objectives of this initiative will also be to learn from the sales patterns and working capital needs from the vendors, and to make sure we can offer customized solutions such as loans, savings products, and so connect them with the cashless ecosystem of SafeBoda. So thanks everyone for joining this morning, and thanks again for UNCDF for working on such a fast speed solution with us, and we can't wait to follow up and in a few months to show the progress and have many more.
That vulnerable communities are not left behind. Behind me you see a vendor, a market vendor, who under normal circumstances might have actually suffered much more in this crisis. But because we are leveraging digital platforms similar to the e-commerce platform that is being piloted by SafeBoda, we're able to ensure that this small business owner is able to continue to serve her customers, that those customers, so underserved communities, people who are staying home, are able to access basic goods and services. The importance of this innovation here is that we are testing a new business model. Think about not just this innovation today, but actually showing the efficacy of such a platform in other cities, in other towns. Many times we assume that online ordering is for higher income individuals. This platform proves that that's not the case. And in times of crisis like this, people are able to continue to access basic goods, that small businesses are able to continue to thrive, and that youth, who are make up a large part of the riders that SafeBoda is employing, continue to be employed. And so in doing so, we are supporting a solution that is helping us to leverage technology to ensure that no one is left behind, not just in this crisis, but even when we start the recovery and even as we start to rebuild our economy. So UNCDF, and particularly the program on building an inclusive digital economy, is very proud to support SafeBoda, and we have worked with the Swedish International Development Corporation, as well as the government, You will hear more and more about the support that Safe Border has received from KCCA, from the Minister for Kampala, as well as the Ministry of Health. And so we are very proud to work with the private sector, the public sector, to support initiatives like this, where we are ensuring that no Ugandan is left behind in the digital era. And when we talk about vulnerable communities, we include women, youth, refugees, migrants, and small businesses. So as you can see, investing in this type of innovation hits several of those points. And we are very proud to be involved with Safe Border in this. So thank you very much. We are very thankful to Safe Border for this innovation, and we hope that others will be encouraged to innovate the same way, and we are available to support you. We also hope that this will spur innovation, not just in urban areas, but also in other cities around the country, so that we continue to ensure that everybody is included in national development efforts. Thank you so much.
Good morning. My name is Dmitry Pozhudaev. I'm head of the UNCDF office in Uganda. Once again, a very good morning to all of you. The launch of the new e-platform for market vendors, which we are witnessing today, and which is happening with the support of our partners, Safe Border, is part of a biggest support package provided by UNCDF for local economies. UNCDF operates through 3 channels to support our national partners, particularly in crisis situations like this one. It includes support to local governments and local government finance to be able to implement measures in support of local economies. It includes digital channels and all kinds of digital solutions to link different sectors of the market to one another, as is the example here. And lastly, it is targeted support to businesses by helping them to overcome the consequences of COVID-19 and last through this difficult period. What is happening today is important for a number of reasons. One, of course, it is a demonstration of the power and potential of digital economies and digital solutions. This is something bigger than COVID-19. And as you may have seen from the name of today's event, it says solutions for COVID-19 and beyond. What we are doing will stay beyond COVID-19, and it is a very effective means of boosting economies by providing forward and backward linkages between various segments of the market. But it is also important because, as my colleague Chris has just mentioned, it deals with the most disadvantaged workers in Uganda, with the informal sector, with micro and small enterprises. And when we think about it, what we call micro and small is not that small, because over 90% of all Ugandan businesses are in the category of micro and small enterprises. That sector of economy employs over 80% of all Ugandan workers in non-farm employment. Over 80%. It delivers over 50% of the entire national gross domestic product. So what may seem like small is not small. The vendors here, border riders over there, small manufacturers, workshops, personal services, all of this is the backbone of Ugandan economy. And understanding how different solutions, including digital solutions, can be used to help this important sector to last through the through this very difficult time is very important. Lastly, we would like to thank the government of Uganda for its very effective and timely response to COVID-19. For the measures that are being taken, they come, of course, at a cost. And we can see that people are suffering because of these measures, but these are necessary measures. This is very essential for us to be able to avoid the worst consequences of COVID-19. Together with the rest of the UN system in Uganda, we are working on a set of policy recommendations for the government of Uganda, including support to the informal sector. One of the proposals in there is direct cash transfers for the households in informal business employment affected by COVID-19. We are talking here about approximately 6 million people in informal employment affected by this situation. A one-time direct cash transfers of 150,000 Ugandan shillings would amount to only 0.6% of the entire national GDP. We believe that these cash injections would be very instrumental in helping the informal sector and in supporting the purchasing power of the economy and giving it an overall boost. I would also like to thank our partners in the private sector, in the government, of course our development partners and donors such as Swedish SIDA, but also all others such as the European Union, who are working very closely with us on helping the people of Uganda and in particular in addressing the current crisis related to COVID-19. So thank you to all of you. We are looking forward to this e-platform picking up and becoming an instrument of a daily interaction between various segments of the markets, borders, vendors, customers, everywhere in the country, not just in Kampala. Thank you.
Amanya gange nze Serugo Kasim mu safe border ndi namba nkaga safe border na joininga 2010 2015 naye era mu kampani ndi muvuzi ate era esaale mukola mu kampani era wakati mukwasaganya bannange kati nga mu safe border nga nze oba ne bannaffe etuyambye ebintu bingi naddala kati nga timwene embeera gye tulimu okudelivalinga ebintu by'abakasitoma kasitoma abeera waali nandikwesitinga nangamba requestinga nti eri ku katale enaalya nengenda enaalya nsangawo venda mu katale ako nemulaga order nampa ebintu ebyo nga kasitoma baba birikwesitinze nembivuga nemutwale wa kasitoma so ki ekyo kituyambyeko nga kati ffe okufuna akalimo mu mbeera ngeno gye tulimu obeera wooli n'ofuna request ne kasitoma kimuba kimuyambako obutatambula kwajuka kati wali kyali ntambula kasitoma abeera ewuwe nakurequestinga n'omukolera byayagala ate mutuufu bwabyo. Nga business si nga nze sigisanze mbuzibu balwa nsonga wadde nembeera weeri naye nsigadde nkikwasaganya wadde akasente nti kakenderamuko neera nsigadde amata g'abaana ngakola ki ngafuna manya ze Serugo Kasimu ndi safe border namba 6.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm by the names of Tindiebwa Ruth. I work at Nadia Central Market, Store 6. Kale, I started with Safe Border last week. Yeah, last week it has helped me. Now I work with them. The Safe Border guys bring their lists, they give me lists, and I pack for them, they take. So it has helped me much, because at first I used to work like at 200, but now I'm in 500, only Safe Border, working with Safe Border people. So it has helped me a lot. It has helped me a lot because most of them, like for example, yesterday I got a customer from, is it Magere, and it's far, which I never used to, as other usual days, which I never used to get. I used to get customers from nearby, Namugongo, Chalwajala, but yesterday I got a customer from Magere, which is far. So I'm happy to be with Safe Border, and I'm happy to work with Safe Border because it has increased my income, my earnings. It has increased it, so I'm happy to work with them. My things, transport has not been easy because these things we saw here, we get them from Nakasero, Kalere, Chileka. So I do call people. Some of them I have their numbers. I do call them because I trust them. I do call them, and they bring them here. My name's Tindiebwa Ruth, and I work at Nadia Central Market, stall number 6. Thank you. Yeah, I have.
Like, is she ready to do the order?
Thank you.
I don't know if she's going to do that.
So I have to pack the list. A customer comes with a list. The safe border. So safe border comes, brings the list. Now a list that the safe border man brings, it has a list of the items that he wants and the customer wants. So like for example, today I worked at Blender. The amount is here. So I have to first check on the phone of the safe border man. I check on his phone, the list is there, already there. I check the name, already my store is there. So I check the name of the person, Blender, the list, he has the list. So I start working on Blender. So my man, it's already here. I do what? It's already here, my man is already here. They do put it on my phone. So I start working on him.
We have that section called hidden shop. That's what we had to change.
So these ones are for
Okay, here shop Nalia Market Store 3. That's him. Store 6. That's him. And then the queen. And then you have you need to buy that chicken. I can send you screenshots as well.
Yeah.
And then you add what you want to your basket.